Hello, Zenith here. So today I'm going to be basically creating an introduction to my new tutorial series on creating a 2D JavaScript game engine. So one major disclaimer, before going to this video, I'm going to assume you have fairly decent knowledge with JavaScript. So this basically what I'm saying is this video isn't meant for people new to programming. This video is meant for people that are new to P5.js, which, by the way, P5.js is going to be the library that we're going to be using. So I will have a link for installing P5.js, and when installing P5.js, I would advise using the example project that comes with the install, and just format it the way you want. And the text editor I'm going to be using is called Atom, which I will have another download link right here for you to click. So now that we have that all sorted out, let's get started on the game engine. So I already have this little setup here, which is basically just the example folder that comes with the download, so just download that, and then I will now open up all of this. And again, I'm using Atom. Okay, so right off the bat we have our index, which here I just have it set up so it references the libraries right here, so these are the libraries, and this is our main script. Okay, so maybe later we'll get into setting up HTML to create UI, but let's just get started. So P5.js, again, is based off of processing, and processing is a Java library, and mainly what this library does is it handles rendering, sounds, and yeah, so you don't have to worry about rendering or sounds, that's all handled, but you will have to handle logic, so there's no simple way to just add an object to the scene. You have to set this up yourself. So your project should be set up with two functions, setup and draw, but I just have it so it only has setup, so setup will be called at the very start. Now we're going to quickly create a few functions. So we're going to create a function called gameLoop, and this is basically what's going to be looped through, so you're going to put anything you want to basically check for, and then put anything that you want to happen at the start in our setup function right here. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to go to the basics of rendering with this. So it's pretty simple. You can easily create shapes with this by using functions. So I'm pretty sure that all the functions are rect, ellipse. You know what? Actually, I'm not going to bother with this. I'll just show you. So I have some reference right here. So I'll go up to the shapes. So you can simply create shapes using these functions. So we're just going to start by creating a rectangle. So the rectangle function takes 4 parameters. It takes the position, so I'm going to do 200, 200, and then it takes the width and height, which we'll just make 50 by 50. Now, before drawing anything, you have to create a canvas, so basically what you're going to draw on. So I'm just going to do that right now. So you use the function create canvas. No, what is it? It's create canvas, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, it should be in the rendering. Create canvas, okay. Yeah, for some reason it wasn't showing up in the autocomplete. Okay, so do create canvas, and you're going and then pass it the width and height. So I'm just gonna go with 500, 500. So now when I run this, oh, wrong thing. When I run index, we should get a square. Okay, so there we go. You've created your first square. So now that we've done this, we can start on maybe creating a little rendering thing, because well, you know what, I'll leave that for next episode, so I'll just go over with a few more basic tools you can use. So another thing I should mention is you can set the colors and the outlines for shapes. So if I use the function stroke, that will allow me to set the outline. So if I want it to be white, I do 255. So if I run this, you won't see anything. So now we can set the fill. So this allows you to set the inside of shapes, and we'll set this to be 0, so it should just be black. So now if I run this, it should be a plain black square. Yeah. So it's working quite nicely so far. So that's honestly just the basics of P5, what you can do with it. And future episodes we'll get into like sounds and more complicated rendering stuff and images, but this video is basically just an introduction to P5. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.